Shalom.
Go ahead.
Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the GMS who rule well. Barakatham and all your Akim that's out there in truth and sincerity, that's pushing this truth. This good news, this good gospel on the four corners of the globe. We out here for the elect, the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, the so-called West Indian Jamaicans, Levi, the so-called Haitians. We have Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians, Gad, the North American Indians, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, Zebulon, is Guatemala to Panama. We have Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, Simeon, the so-called Dominicans, Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, Asher is Colombia to Uruguay, and Naphtali is Argentina to Chile. These are the 12 tribes of Israel, who our big brother Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem shortly. We don't have long. And you reprobates who have basically shunned this gospel, your destruction is coming. It's at night, you know. Because we constantly watching news, and you see what's basically going around. Different things are happening in all these different countries, man. And all these things they supposed to happen. This prophecy, man. They're supposed to happen before Yahweh Shai, you know, come back, man. Can I get, let me see. I think that's Luke 21, 185.
It's Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars.
There should be signs, right? Go ahead.
And upon the earth, distresses of nations.
Distresses of nations. Upon the earth, distresses of nations, man. So, what's going on? You see, did not Germany just have a distress with the shooting in Munich? Distresses are happening in France. Distresses have been happening in Greece for the last few years. Where every time you look up China's warning America, hey, we got these missiles, stay out of the sea over there, I see. North Korea is threatening. North Korea is threatening. And now we having these same distresses in America, man. Jake getting shot constantly. EBT cards, food stamps ain't working. It's all out war, man. The so-called white man is bringing war on the nation of Israel, man. Go ahead.
With perplexity, the seas and the waves roar.
Come. Go ahead.
All right, verse 26. Men's hearts failing them for fear.
Men's hearts failing them for fear. Right? And it's gonna happen. That's future, man, when all hell break loose. Right? Which is coming real soon. Esau bring martial law, right? When the famines come, these men, you gonna find out how tough they are, man. All these tough ass guys, man. Their hearts gonna be failing, man. Basically, they gonna be passed out with fainting and shit. Really, like literally. You know, like what you say, brother.
Giving up the ghost.
He said, like I said, giving up that ghost, man. And these are prophecies that's supposed to happen before the Lord come back.
Yeah, but you got to remember, when you read up, right, it was going into the besieged of Jerusalem. When you read back up, what verse is that right there? It's the 26th verse. Yeah, so when you go up like the 23rd, 24th, up in that way, that's the besieging of, like when you go up to verse 20 on down, that's the besieging of Jerusalem, right? 7 AD, because Yahweh Shai was warning them, look, when the Romans come in, flee to the mountains. And you had a lot of Israelites flee, you know, to Masada, and you had a lot of them flee to the interiors of Africa, which we had already built up the northern part of Africa, because you had Israelites colonize that place, the northern part of Africa, right? And what the brother is reading is, when when they come in with this martial law, like they did back in 78, well, it started in like 66 AD. Because first of all, you had when you Google that besiege of Jerusalem, it started in 66 AD, and you had the Israelites and the Greeks, right, fighting over different beliefs. That was in the beginning. Then you had Nero blame the burning of Rome on the Christians, which were Israelites, right? And then it was part of taxation, okay? Because Israel wasn't paying their taxes, they were rebelling. You had a lot of rebellion during that time, okay? And then Vespasian and Titus and Domitian came in 70 AD by the help of Tiberius Alexander, who was an Israelite, helped them besiege his own people, right? So just like you got today, like the brother was reading, this time when they do that, because there's nothing new up under the sun. So this time when they do that, right, Yahweh Shai is going to intervene. This time he's going to come back in great power and intervene, because what they're going to try to do is really want to exterminate us. You know, they want to put us back, they want to chip us and basically exterminate us, okay? According to their King Alpha plan, aka Rex 84. They want to exterminate us. And what you seeing on the news about all these shootings, and you got that Black Lives Matter madness, which that was funded by the elites, okay? You got that Black Lives Matter madness, okay? And you got the shooters behind that Black Lives Matter madness. So that right there is setting you Negroes up for setting you Negroes up, and the government looking at you, and you having a military posture, okay? So doing that military posture, according to Rex 84, I mean the King Alpha plan, aka Rex 84, they already done studied you. They know you're gonna go out there and protest. They know the laws that they passed. They know you're not gonna be satisfied. And they come up with the conclusion with their military posture, right? They're gonna have to exterminate you. Okay? So that's what they want to do. And that's part of that that King Alpha plan, Rex 84. Reason why it's called Rex 84, because it was signed by Ronald Reagan, and it was in 1984. And when it was renewed, because first it was signed by Lyndon Johnson, right? First it was signed by him, but Ronald Reagan renewed it and included the so-called Hispanics and the Latinos within that extermination, according to the King Alpha plan. So that's why it's called Rex 84. Rex 84, code name Rex 84, because it included the so-called Hispanics and Latinos too. So they want to exterminate the Israelites. So during this time, like the brother was reading, it's going to be people faint of the sight of Yahweh Shai and the things that's coming up on the earth. That's true. Okay? And who they gonna come after is the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because those are the people, those are the chosen people, but 2/3, according to prophecy, that's their destiny to be put to death. So you got it out.
25. Verse 25, Luke 21:25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distresses of nations with perplexity.
With perplexity, right? When you go into that word perplexity, it goes into quandary, which means confusion, doubt. It says it's gonna be without resources. People ain't gonna know which way to turn. You ain't gonna know what to do. You know, your mental state gonna be messed up, man. Ain't gonna be no way to go, man. You know, that's a prophecy that was in Deuteronomy 28, man. Your life will be in doubt, man. Right?
Wishing that day will pass and you'll be at ease the next day. But it ain't gonna happen like that. You know, for the ones is destined to get delivered out of that condition, well, the one destined to get delivered out of that condition, they're gonna get delivered. But for the ones destined to be destroyed, they're gonna be destroyed. Go ahead.
And it says the sea and the waves room. Verse 26.
What that is basically like a commotion. Everything gonna be unbalanced. Okay? That's what that is when the seas are roaring. It's basically like everything on earth gonna be unbalanced and it's gonna be a commotion. Okay? It's gonna be a shaking. Okay.
You got it, bro. Verse 26. Men's hearts failing them for fear.
This is men's hearts failing them for fear. Like you said, they're gonna be basically having heart attacks, giving up their ghosts.
Man, you gotta remember, martial law gonna be in full effect. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in full effect.
It said men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
It said the powers of heaven shall be shaken, right? Look that word shaken up. It goes into a motion produced by winds, an agitation or a shake. It says to shake down or to overthrow, right? So Esau, his system in that day is gonna be on its way to be getting what? Destroyed, man. Taken down by Yahweh Shai, man. And that's what we look for. Go ahead.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
It said, then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great glory. He gonna be coming with his angels, man, on them chariots, man. That's the day we look for it. That's what we look for, to see that fathership coming and the brothers coming out and them different ships coming out of there, man. We done seen plenty of movies that depict this, man. The first movie I saw that depicted that was it was a movie called Battlestar Galactica. That was back in the 70s. Where they had big ships, and then them ships would come out of that ship and go do battle, right? You see them movies. Whenever you see the movie where they had that one big ship, and whenever them ships falling out of there going to do battle, they got that out the scriptures, man. Right. You know, and that's how Yahweh Shai is coming back. Go ahead.
This song is 104:3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the water, who maketh the clouds his chariot.
Who maketh the clouds his chariot, because a chariot can hide behind the clouds. Sometimes you'll look up in the clouds and you'll see the cloud. It'll look like a chariot. It'll have that form of a chariot, man. And there's probably one behind there. A chariot could be as small as a pinhead or as large as a city or a whole country. You know? Go ahead.
It says, who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
Who walketh on the wings of the wind. Go ahead.
Psalm 6:37.
Come. So that's the day we look for. We look for Yahweh Shai to come back that day. Hey, when that day comes, man, that's the day of basically like our salvation, our redemption for the elect. You know.
This Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels.
He said even thousands of angels, man. You see that poster? If you could look at it, it's a bunch of little bitty, look like pancake-shaped objects coming out of that one big ship. It says thousands, man. It's gonna be thousands of them, man. And one angel can destroy this whole place. So it's gonna be great destruction.
So
see, the brother said that was over the Memphis Bridge a few months ago. Look at that. See that picture right there? Look just like it, man. I'm telling you, man. They there, man.
If you can see it.
Yeah, if you can see it. Hey, that's what we waiting on. This is what we waiting on right there, man. Because when this happened, man, the Lord is basically done with that trip.
It says, this Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as is not in the holy place.
The Lord is among them like he was in Sinai, man. Because back then, that's how he led them through the chariots by a cloud by day and a fire by night. Give me Isaiah 66:15. Because it's going to be a beautiful time for the elect when they come. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire.
He said he will come with fire, right? Go ahead.
And with his chariots, like a whirlwind.
Like a whirlwind, go ahead.
To render his anger with fury.
To render his anger, man. His righteous anger with fury, man. So it's going to be total destruction, man. Stuff is going to be getting pulverized around here, man. That's why I say people are going to be perplexed, man. They're going to be in a state of confusion and doubt. They ain't going to know what's going on. But that's why that knowledge and wisdom, it says, should be the stability of our time. If we are the elect, if Lord willing that he allowed us to be the elect, we're going to understand. We're not going to be freaking out like everybody else. We'll have that fear. You'll have that fear also, but people going to be just literally going crazy. Like I said, they're going to be dropping dead, man. Go ahead.
It says to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
It said this is by fire, man. We doing the talking right now. Right now we out here prophesying. We out here warning. When that day come, it won't be no more talking, man. It's just gonna be straight getting down. Angels and Yahweh Shai gonna get down in that day.
We also while we have prophesied, we spiritually building you brothers up. You know, telling you the gospel is for you, and the kingdom of heaven is for you. You know, that's what you do when you prophesy too. You warn and you spiritually build Jacob. But this is the calling, man. This is your comfort, man. Showing 1 Corinthians 14 and might be 2 or 3, verse 2 or 3,
right.
somewhere up in there. You know, you got it, bro.
It said, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He said, we'll plead with all flesh, meaning what? He gonna vindicate, he gonna punish. You know, vindication, punishment, man. Because we've been out here, you know, you have our elders been doing this, top elder been doing it 30 years, and the elders under him like 25, brothers on down to brothers coming in since last week. Brothers been warning. And warning and warning. That's just like when your parents tell you to do something, they keep telling you. Once they start getting in your ass, they ain't gonna be warning you no more. They gonna be tearing your ass up. That's what Yahweh. That's where it's at with Yahweh Shai. He got his prophets, right? He got his apostles and prophets and teachers out here on the streets, man, pushing the word, man, and warning people. But when that day come, hey, it ain't gonna be no more. You know, that's what it's gonna be, man. Give me Isaiah 54:16.
It said, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
It said, the slain of the Lord shall be many. So it's going to be many people getting killed in that day. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Like in Revelations 14, it tell you the blood is going to be as high as a horse's bridle. Literally speaking. Come. And that's like an analogy saying like a horse is this high, a bridle is this high. So it's like saying it's gonna be a lot of blood, man. A large amount of people gonna be getting killed, man. And they getting ready to bring that martial law.
It's Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariot, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He said he's going to plead with all flesh. He's going to execute judgment, man. That's when the judgment's going to be executed. You know? Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
He said, and the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. So that's sin. So a lot of people, man, a lot of people finna get messed up, man. A lot of people finna get wounded. What you see on TV happening now, where you see a few cops shooting a few jakes and shit, man, that's nothing, man. That's just judgment being brought on them people right now. This shit finna get 100 times worse. It's gonna be so worse, like the scripture said in Luke 21. It's gonna be perplexed, man. Ain't nobody gonna know what the fuck is going on. Everybody gonna be running crazy, man. You talking this? It's finna happen not only in these little pockets, when it's going around all over the 50 states at the same time.
All over the world.
All over, yeah, all over the world at the same time. They ain't gonna know what to damn do, man. That's why the Lord have men to come out here and prophesy, man, for the men to come back. That's the only way you gonna get it. If you just jackassing around, just living life, trying to be the cares of this world, like Luke 21:34 tell you, if you just believing in the cares of the world, trying to do everything everybody else doing, when this shit come, your ass gonna fucking freak out, man. You know, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
He said he have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. This the Lord saying he created the smith, right? Back in the ancient world, we had blacksmiths who took metal and they put it in fire and they melted metal and they fine-tuned it to make swords. That's what a blacksmith did back in the day. Now we in 2016, but going all the way back to the 1900s, you had what's called the modern day blacksmiths are called scientists. These scientists, they have been able to take elements out of the earth like uranium, plutonium, put these chemicals together to create nuclear bombs, nuclear fission, make bombs out of them, man. And these bombs, they've been making them for a long time, man. They're not making these nuclear bombs just for to put in museums later and say this is what we made. These bombs are being made. The Lord said He created this. He created this. He created these people to put this instrument together so in the last day He could use it on the people. Go ahead.
It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for His work.
It's an instrument for His work. This is the instrument for the Lord's work. Go ahead.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
He have created the waster to destroy. What? The land of America. Because America is that sinful kingdom, man. Right. They have passed laws for homosexuality, bestiality. You can marry your fucking dog and shit. Right.